Welcome to CEO Insights. I'm Marilyn de Guzman with investingnews.com. I'm speaking with Andrew Worland, Managing Director and CEO of International Graphite. Hi, Andrew.
Marilyn, how are you? Good to see you again.
Good to see you again. So, first question, with the increasing global demand for battery anode materials, how do you see the graphite industry evolving in the next 5 years, and what role does the company play in that dynamic?
Well, we think there'll be a real inflection point coming for the supply-demand fundamentals for graphite. There certainly has been a slight slowdown in the electric vehicle take-up over the past 12 months, and that's well documented. But if you step back and look at the overall trend with respect to lithium-ion batteries, whether it be for EVs but for storage, the trend is clear, and the demand for graphite is going to be quite substantial over the next 3 to 5 years. And so that supply-demand inflection point that perhaps people thought was going to be 25, 26, looks now to be more like 27, 28. So the prognosis still remains really, really strong. And the beauty about that for International Graphite is we've been able to continue the momentum of our projects over the past 12 to 18 months. And so when that inflection point does arrive, we'll be poised to bring new production to market right at the time when you expect prices to adjust.
Mm. One of the, I guess, most interesting points about the company is you've managed to secure, multiple government grants, including funding for your Collie downstream processing facility. So beyond that financial support, how do these grants impact the growth of the company and, the trajectory positioning yourself in the graphite industry?
So for us, they've been vital because we've been able to position ourselves as a near-term producer through our Collie micronizing facility that we anticipate starting construction of in the next 2 to 3 months. Now that'll be a 12 to 18 month build, and we'll be have our first production towards the end of 2026. And that is quite a unique opportunity for a traditional exploration and development stage company, where you're developing your mine and then you're developing your processing circuits as your mine comes into production. So we've found a way through the government's assistance to build what will be to finance around about a $6 million investment into our Collie facility, and that'll be our first production facility. We're also looking further afar. We're looking into Europe and potentially some products going into Europe as well as into North America, where both of those jurisdictions are looking to secure stable supply from a jurisdiction like Western Australia. So the government side of the business for graphite has been vital. We've been awarded $17.2 million worth of government grants over our life cycle of the last 3 or so years, and we still have $12.2 million of that funding to draw down to develop our projects. So for us, it's been vital, particularly in this period where capital markets have been really tough for all companies, but in particular graphite.
So, one of the most recent announcements you've had is strong purification testworks results from your graphite concentrate. So what is the significance? Maybe talk about the significance of those results and how it impacts your overall strategy.
Yeah, so all of the downstream processing work we've done has been incredibly productive and supportive of our battery anode pathway. So what it has done is it's validated our deposit as being completely fit for purpose for the battery anode space and the battery anode market. So the purification test works have demonstrated we can get to 99.95%, which is the minimum battery grade that you need. Now that's at a bench scale work, and we need to obviously expand that into pilot and qualification scale, which we'll do over the next 18 months or so. We have about 115 kilograms of concentrate from Springdale mine that we've used to do that test work. We've done it in Germany and we've done it in Japan, and we've also done some milling work in our R&D facility in Collie in Western Australia. So all of that downstream work is validating the quality of our deposit, and it's also validating the processing circuit that we're going to apply to the downstream facilities.
So maybe this is a good time to talk about some of the progress you've had with your projects and some upcoming catalysts that the investors should watch for.
Yeah, so we're really excited about our facility in Collie that we're about to build. We should have the front-end engineering design study published for that over the next 3 to 4 weeks. And that'll demonstrate, we believe, that we have a capability of implementing a 6,000 to 8,000 tonne per annum micronizing facility in Collie. And in terms of global ex-China producers in that particular space, that's a really big deal for a company like International Graphite. That really does put us up, with some of the traditional businesses that have been at this for many, many decades. So we're very, very excited about that. So we'll get the catalyst of that. It's essentially funded, that project. So we'll be able to confirm the economics around that and the cash flow projections with this when this front-end engineering design study is published. Down at Springdale, we are about to embark on a trial mining exercise down there and generate more concentrate for downstream test work, and keep following the feasibility program for Springdale through to its natural conclusion towards the end of this year. And we've always said that we thought we'd have the feasibility and permitting wrapped by the end of this year, and that remains our goal, provided we can just get the right amount of funding to complete that study with at Springdale. On the downstream, we're continuing down the processing feasibility work. We're working with Marubeni under a memorandum of understanding that they've signed with us, looking for spheroidized product. So they're giving us some assistance in Japan, in those markets. And we'll continue to work on our collaborations with our international partners in Europe and North America. So we're very excited about the next 12 months. We are doing, as I said earlier, or alluded to a bit earlier, we're looking at some opportunities to develop some processing facilities in Europe and North America as well. And so, look, we're hoping to get some news into the marketplace over the next 3 to 6 months on that progress. So that should be real genuine catalysts for us.
Right. Yeah, in terms of markets, so you've mentioned Europe and North America. Are those sort of the markets that you're looking at for your graphite product? Yeah,
so primarily that's the big gigafactory demand is coming out of Europe and North America in terms of non-China demand. So that's where we'll be focusing our attention from a battery anode perspective. There's certainly a lot of the Asian firms that would be the traditional buyers of graphite are developing those facilities in North America and Europe. So there is a natural collaboration between the European and North American markets and Korea and Japan in particular. So it's inevitable that those particular countries will be involved in the development of our marketing strategy for our products.
Sounds good. Well, thanks again, Andrew, for joining me today and sharing your insights.
Good said. Thank you.
Thanks. And thanks everyone for watching. Join us again next time for another edition of CEO Insights.